What's up guys, I'm a Sarcastic Brit, and today we're going to be taking a little trip behind the business. This video is going to be a little bit different from the ones that you've seen on the channel so far. Obviously the ones that I've uploaded to date have all been editing tutorials for Premiere Pro, and as I may have explained at some point in one of the first couple of videos, there's a few different things that is going to actually be laid out on this channel. This being one of them, this video and the whole behind the business segment is designed for anybody that's looking to freelance, whether that's in editing, graphic design, photography, any of the creative fields. But these principles can be applied to 99% of scenarios where you, the person, are looking to generate revenue using your skill set and your talents. So maybe you're at home and you're a very, very talented sound engineer. Maybe you're a producer, maybe you're an editor, maybe you're a dancer. Who knows? What I'm gonna aim to do in this series of videos is share with you the successes that I've had in building a successful business from absolutely nothing and no skills to being able to comfortably earn a living and do this full time. So the first video that I wanted to do today is something that I had a conversation with a guy last week. He came to me in a DM and he said, "Britt, how did you get your first paying client?" The first person that ever said, "I will give you money for a product." Now there's two different ways that I could go about this. I could tell you the story of actually how I got my first paying client, but I might save that for another day. For now, I'm just gonna give you a couple of different tips and tricks that you can do immediately and start doing them and use that to generate your first bit of business, your second bit of business, and your third bit of business. There is a rule that I have, and once you can secure 3 separate clients and you can do exceptional work for those 3 separate clients, the fourth one suddenly becomes a lot easier for you to ascertain. So the very, very first thing that you guys need to do to be able to get your very first paying client is make sure that A, you have a portfolio of your best work, your best in-slot work. And what I mean by that isn't just the fanciest things that you've done. It's probably not everything that you've done, but there's gonna be clients that are looking for a specific style of work. So if you've worked on 6 different kinds of projects across time, maybe you worked on some heavily edited meme videos, some incredible kill montages, some cinematic stuff, and any different kind of editing that you can think of, make sure that at least one of those examples is available in that portfolio. And the B section of this is you need to make sure that that portfolio is easily accessible and easy to give to someone. The reason I say that, I see a lot on Twitter where someone says, "I'm looking for a editor, a designer, I'm looking for a mystic," I don't know. Someone's looking for something and the replies that they get are really bad. And those replies are normally just, "Hey, DM me. Here, my work is on this YouTube channel." They suck. They seriously suck. That leads me really nicely onto my second point, which is don't sleep on Twitter at all. I live on the platform. There's so many people on a daily basis that I see advertising full-time jobs in the creative suite, in like the esports world, to people like clients looking for work. But also I see other editors, and I'm one of them. I do this all the time. People come to me saying, "I don't know how much work you've got on right now, but if you're full, can you recommend someone? Because my work is trusted and my opinion is trusted. So the guy that I recommend is trusted." In order to do that, you have to do 3 things. Firstly, make sure that your social media presence is as strong as it can be. Use the platform regularly, make sure that you're following the right people in the right industries that you want to be a part of. And every time you interact with them, just remember that you are networking. You are networking all the time. Everything that you tweet, everything that you retweet, everything that you like, all of this stuff, make sure that it's in a constructive way so that when it comes to a client checking you out, they look at your profile and they go, "Yeah, all right, we'll work with this guy. This is the kind of person that we want to pick up." this girl is great. Look at the stuff that she's been retweeting. We can tell she's really into her work and her art, which is whatever view and opinion you want your clients to get of you, that's what you need to portray on your social media profile. Follow other editors as well. Like I said, I retweet tons of work. I also just started a Discord so that I can help people learn to edit on this channel, but there's also a segment for editors as well, which is job listings. So the link to the Discord's in the description below. Every time I see a job posting on Twitter, whatever it is, or if someone approaches me for one, I tend to post it in there, and that way we can kind of help each other out. When it comes to the social media, a large portion of it is being in the right place at the right time, but you need to make sure that you have the tools that I spoke about before, the clear and concise portfolio, the easy to deliver portfolio. You need to make sure that those are ready for you to just put in front of someone and go, hey, my name is Dave. I am a video editor. Here's some of my work. Let me know if that takes your fancy. We can have a conversation about this on Discord or in the DMs. That's all you need to do. You don't need to give them a life story. You don't need to go crazy. You could name drop who you work for, but you'll see in editor culture, we have who we work for in our Twitter bios. And one of the reasons that we do that is to just kind of say, I'm serious about what I do. This is my job. These are the people that I do this for. So if you come to my profile because you're looking to scope me out for some work, you can see that I've done work with G2 Esports. You can see that I've done work with Zyronic. You can see that I've done work with Pestily. There's actually like 20 other names that I could add onto that list, but those are the 3 that cover the main basis of the content that I edit. So you absolutely have to make sure that you have a strong, business orientated, yet sprinkle in your personality as well, social media presence, so that when it comes to those opportunities for client work coming up, and you can put your name on it and reply to it publicly and say, yep, I am the guy that you want to hire for this job. I'm the one that you need for this particular thing that you're trying to purchase, whether it's a portrait or some video editing or some music being mixed, whatever it is. Set yourself up to win with a strong portfolio and a strong social media profile. Now, the third tip, and this will be the final one for this video to get you guys going, and this is the one that really kicked it off for me. This is the one that led me on the path to building my business and becoming what some people that I know have described as successful. You need to get involved in the communities that you want to work in or with. Now, what I mean by that is, I started out editing Rainbow Six Siege footage. I got into that because I was a Rainbow Six Siege streamer, and I used to play and network with other Rainbow Six Siege streamers and content creators. Now, my first ever client, I actually did work for him for free. And the reason I did that was because I wanted to practice working with a client. I wanted to practice doing stuff to deadlines. I wanted to practice making things at a level where people are watching, and I wanted to use it as a real learning opportunity. Now, I made 3 videos for that guy before someone turned around to me and said, how much is he paying you, and do you have time to do it for me? And that is how I got my first ever paying video editing gig. It was as simple as that. Get involved in your communities. I'm quite into the Tarkov community as well. Obviously, I work for Pestily. The other thing that's important is you get to know the smaller streamers as well. You get to know the people in the community. You get to learn about them, and they learn about you, and they know what you're about. They know that you're aspiring to become this megazord of a freelancer, and you want to do really great things. And you know, if you've got the skill set to back it up, when someone says to them, oh, I want to get a video edited, they're going to mention you, because networking, right? This is networking. If you make sure that you pick the community that you want to work in, and you bury yourself within that community, you have a strong portfolio and a really great social media presence, I have no doubts at all that you will be able to get your first paying client very, very quickly. Of course, you can completely ignore everything I've just said and tell me that you've tried all of these things and it hasn't worked. And if that's the case, I think you need to take a really, really hard look at yourself and go, am I actually doing it though? Are you networking properly? And I'm gonna do a whole video on networking properly, but if you're just walking into streams and saying, hey, anyone got any work? Or if you're just sticking your head in the door and going, hello, and then leaving, you might as well not do that. If your idea of growing a strong social media presence is tweeting out work that you've done and nothing else, you're not commenting on current events, you're not laughing and joking with people, you're not sharing memes, you know, upload a couple of pictures of cats, like, I don't know, just have some personality about yourself. You're not doing it right. It's just as bad as people whose social media is just, I'm going live on Twitch, and then complaining that no one ever watches them and social media is a waste of time. And if your portfolio is a fucking mess, and I mean, if it's a hot mess, and you've picked work that doesn't make any sense, and someone wants a serious cinematic video editing, and you've sent them a meme-tage, or if your portfolio is just full of like kill montages and stuff, and you're not showing off some of the work that you've done, which is actually relevant to the project that they want you to work on, you're doing that wrong as well. This is the kind of stuff that I talk to people about in my Discord server. Again, there's a link in the description down below. It's very small at the moment. People are kind of just coming in as they please, but eventually I'm gonna try and grow it to the point where everyone can jump in and help each other and try and build each other's skill sets and try and help everybody get better at what they do. There's content creators that are going to be in this server because they're looking to learn how to do editing as well, but they're also looking to pick up editors. There's also a section in there as well called job listings, where as I'm scrolling through my social feed, if I see a job listing or someone approaches me, I'll put that in that section as well. So check that out. The link's in the description below, along with the rest of my socials. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. I retweet heaps of jobs. I really do. I cannot stress enough, I can't take on any more work. I'm trying to grow this YouTube channel. And I've got 2 main clients that I work with regularly, a couple of things that come in ad hoc, and then stuff that I do for fun. Like I edit things for fun. And then I'm also working on this as well. So I retweet a lot of jobs that I see. I don't apply for all these different editing positions, even if people tag me in them. Mostly people tag me in them because they're letting me know that this is a thing and I might know someone. Signal boosting tweets, it helps. I've helped a friend of mine that I met through Twitter called AT. I got him some business. I got him some solid business. Can't complain. Anyway, guys, that's enough rambling from me from today. I hope that you've learned something from this. There's gonna be a lot more of these behind the business videos coming. I got all sorts of things planned. How much should you charge? How do you fire clients? Building long-term relationship with clients. There's heaps of different things that I'm gonna be doing, as well as more editing videos. I've got a new idea for a series where I review your clips and I give you feedback on your clips. So you get to see me react to them and give you live feedback and live tips and tricks, which is gonna be great for you if it's your clip, but it's also gonna help everyone else because maybe they're doing something similar and it's a really awesome tip and they've gone, oh, well, I didn't think of that. Well, that's just great. I've already got a few of those lined up. I just need to work out how the format's gonna work in terms of filming it, me watching it, and having me on the screen at the same time. If you have any questions about business, if you have any questions about editing, or if you have any questions about when I'm getting my hair cut, the answer is the 12th of April at 2:30 in the afternoon. And I could not be more excited to get a fucking haircut. As always, guys, if you've got this far, I love you. Have a safe and wonderful rest of your day, rest of your week, rest of the month, whenever it is. I'll see you guys very soon. I still have absolutely no idea how to end these videos. I really don't. I just want to say goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. I miss you so much already. Bye, bye, bye.